Oh, Paddy the Baddy. Oh, Paddy the Baddy. He got mauled, but it is the influencer fighting championships, and he has a lot more star power than Jared Gordon, so he won the fight. And this has been an awful week for Paddy the Baddy. You know, he got 10-7 by Ariel, and he's been a bit of a clown. I mean, yeah. He's just been absolutely, I mean, his striking, some of the worst I've seen from him in that fight. I mean, Jesus Christ. That was awful. It was shit. It was an awful fight. Worst on of the whole main card, I mean. Was it though? I mean, the main event was a bit But yeah. Paddy the Baddy has just shown how to ruin your start potential in a matter of a week. And he's a bit delusional. I mean, that podcast, what he did with Dana White, with the 10-7 Ariel thing, is awful. I mean, he said so much that's wrong. And he has absolutely been bodied by Ariel Helwani. Just to impress his boss. But he doesn't need to impress his boss, because the boss only looks at numbers. And if you're bringing the numbers in, he will be sending you a shit ton of checks for a lot of money. But it doesn't help to just be buddy with the boss, does it? You know, I mean, it is awful what he's done. Like, the whole fight was pathetic. And yeah, what was that? What was that? That was awful. And him calling for the fight of the night bonus and saying it was a good show after the fact. I mean, that was awful. I think the only way he can rebuild his reputation is taking a hard fight with Ilya Taboria, but that's not going to happen. You know, Terrence McKinney, these the sort of people, he needs to take a hard test next, so he can prove to people that he's still the man. Because his stock is at an all-time low now in the UFC. He got the co-main event spot. He said he's the people's champ, people's main event, best fight of the whole night. This will bring fireworks, and he said he was going to finish him in the first round. And yeah, it was a decision that he should not have won, and he won. So what do you do now? He just should apologize for the whole. He should say, I really watched the fight. I should not have won, but I won. What do you want me to do about it? That's what I think he should do, because people are just going to go on his back now. And I know people say all publicity is good publicity, but really, is it? I mean, I get why it is, but it's not like Colby Covington when people just want to watch him get absolutely slaughtered and kill him and stuff like that. It is just like shit publicity, if you get what I mean. It just looks like it's just a bit annoying, and if people don't want to watch annoying people, so yeah. Like, subscribe. But now, let's move on to the main event. I mean, that was a shit show. I mean, you can see it on Dana White's face at the press conference afterwards. I mean, he literally announced Jamal Hill versus Glover Teixeira for the light heavyweight belt. I mean, that's weird. And also, Ankalaev, stop being a crybaby. Just because you didn't win. I mean, it was a really close fight. I personally had a 48-47 for Jan Blachowicz, personally, and also Jan Blachowicz. I mean, what a class man. I mean, him just saying, oh yeah, Ankalaev should have the belt. I didn't think I personally won the fight. It takes some pure class to do that, especially right after the fight when he has no clue what has happened, because, you know, people are just like cornermen and they just can't score the fight, can they? Because they're just so biased, and he's going to be so biased against himself. But the light heavyweight division has become an absolute shit show inside a month. I mean, having a draw, that's just not good for the UFC. And that is why Dana White probably pulled the trigger. But I feel so bad for Anthony Smith. He just had his main event just pulled. Just saying, yeah, nah, Chief, he's going to fight for the vacant light heavyweight title. And he just won against Thiago Santos, who's in the PFL. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I get why he's done it. I get why he's pulled the trigger on it. But it is just a bad look, and I don't know what they should have done or what they shouldn't have done. And I think Glover Teixeira is going to absolutely maul Jamal Hill. Because if Jamal Hill becomes light heavyweight champion, that would just be funny. It would be really funny. And yeah, that is my thoughts on UFC 282. And I'll see you later. Peace, like, subscribe.